Okay, welcome back, folks. I know it's been a while. We've had some life things go on, and but we're over that, and we're gonna put down a section of road here. We tried some other stuff. We didn't like it, so we took it all up, and we had to patch places where we scraped it up. But I've got a small section here, and here's another one we're gonna try. We're gonna paint this. First, I'm gonna paint it gray. Let it dry, and then come back and paint it black, and then sand it and make so that the gray starts to come through in different places, so that it looks like a well-worn road. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it down, the area that we're going to use, with painter's tape. And I've got the road kind of marked out here. Oops. And I'm going to put this tape right on that mark. I think I'm going to. Just trying not to stick. Okay.
Because it was wet, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know. But I want to get it right on that line. Well, this may not work either, but it's something we want to try. Because we tried something else and we didn't like it, and we had to take it all up.
You want to explain what we used?
Yeah, we used some Smooth It. And I think what happened is we got it too thick. And so it didn't self-level, and it came out awful. So we're going to try something else instead of... And if we don't like this, then we'll take it up and try something else until we get down what we want. Nice. Okay.
I noticed you finished that hill over there on the next
Yeah,
hill.
I finally got that done.
What happened?
It was too shiny. Every time the camera would pick it up, it looked like a great big shiny blob sitting there. So I thought, let's just make it a dirt mountain. And I put some shrubberies and
I
stuff
like
there.
it.
Okay, now let's get the paint. We'll paint this and see how that works out. I'm going to use some regular, I think this is ultra white. Well, I can't tell if it's a exterior or interior. Doesn't say. Anyway, this is what we're going to use, because it's all going to get covered up anyway, so doesn't matter what. Wow. Maybe I should have opened this up before we started this. Ah, there it goes. Started this. Okay. Let's see how this goes on. Well, it's pretty gray, which is more of a concrete color.
It looks white on the camera.
Well, it's gray for sure. It's a very light gray. And I'm not saying this is how to do it. I'm just saying this is a technique we're going to try, because we didn't like the other one. And that's not to say, well, we won't like this one either. But it's one we're going to try. Okay. That's painted. We'll give that a... give it some time to dry, and then we'll come back and put some black on there. All right, guys. I put another coat of paint on here. We didn't like the other one. It was it looked way too white. It was gray, but it looked way too white. So I put some a darker gray on here, and then we're gonna see how that looks. So this is probably how it's gonna look. But I'm gonna put some black over the top of this when this dries, and then when we sand it down, this gray will come through the black, and it'll look more like blacktop. We're hoping. So yeah, so we'll come back to this when it's dry. All right. Thanks, guys. Okay, the paint is dry on this gray that we put down. Now we're going to put down it's called chalk paint. It's black. We bought it at Lowe's, and it's the kind of chalk paint that can be tinted, so you can have it tinted any color you wanted. And we wanted flat black, so that's what we got. And this road is going to be it's going to represent a blacktop road, and so that's why we want to paint it this color. And it's supposed to dry like a flat black, and we will see if it does indeed. This is the same kind of paint that you would use on a chalkboard if you were making a thing for your kids' bedroom for them to, use chalk on. I think that's why they call it chalk paint. But that's just a guess. Okay, now we'll let that dry. If this works out, we're going to do the rest of this area here like this. We had a little trouble with the other stuff, and that's why we've gone to painting, to make sure, so it looks like the way we want it. Okay, so now we'll let this dry, and we'll come back to it when it's dry. We'll peel up all the paint, see if we like it. Thanks, guys. All right, it's dry enough now, so let's take a little sandpaper. I've got some 120 grit sandpaper here, and I'm just gonna sand it down in a few places so that the gray shine comes through, so that it kind of looks like a well-used road. I don't know, it doesn't. It could be that it's not quite dry. It says it only takes about an hour for this to dry. It's pretty rough. So, what do you think? I kind of like it.
I think it looks good.
Well, shall we pull up the tape and see how it looks? looks pretty darn good. And then we can bring the dirt and the gravel up to it, and I think it'll look great. I'm not sure I want to do anything other than just what we did here to paint this. That looks good. And then we'll just get some paint to go down the middle to, wow, I think it looks good.
And then tomorrow we can
Yeah,
do the rest of the roads.
yeah, yeah. I think it looks good. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Thanks for riding along with us, and subscribe and like us, and we'll see you next time.